bring is just the beginning.
Sebastian. And today, as you notice, we have another wonderful special guest with us today. Our very first crossover event from the DoyledIn Podcast, Andrew Doyle!
Andrew! Yeah! What's up, guys? Good to see y'all.
So, how are you, man? How's life for you right now?
Life's good. Yeah, life's pretty good. I'm enjoying life, reading comics. That's it. Working, reading comics, reviewing them, all that stuff.
I know. I've been seeing your stuff on Instagram. Okay. If you guys haven't seen it, go check them out. Fiznet, correct?
Yeah. Fiznet. F-I-Z-N-E-T. Yeah.
Yes, please.
It's been popping off, dude. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I love comics. It's just I just get to express my energy of my love for comics with those videos, and I just want people to read comics to know like the greatness of comics. So that's why I do it.
So question, where did the love of comics begin? That's the truth.
Oh man. That's gonna be a long story, but we can get through it. I'll cut up some bits. So back when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out with Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't like it. I don't like it now, but when I watched it in the theaters, I was in love with it.
Same, because all the stuff that they were trying to set up.
But not only that, with the setup stuff, which was really good, when you're watching that movie in the theater, when Electro does his powers, it like plays like dubstep like throughout through the theater, and it's like.
And you know what? When you mentioned that, they kind of hinted at that and basically nodded to it in No Way Home when Electro makes his appearance.
True.
Yeah. So that's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
Touching the detail.
And him being blue, not that big a deal to me. Like, whatever.
I mean, sometimes they change details.
Yeah, exactly. Did it look ridiculous? Sure, but it was what it was, and I think it fit the vibe for that movie.
And I think even the chills that you got from the very first time that you see him step into Manhattan, into Times Square, and you see him. You know what I mean? And he feels it. And when you saw that happening, the chills just, oh man. This might look ridiculous, but something big is about to happen.
Yeah. But so I really, really enjoyed that movie when I saw it as a kid. Back, probably, I don't even know when that movie came out, but I immediately went to a comic book store and asked, hey, what's the newest Spider-Man comic you got? And at the time, it was Superior Spider-Man.
Yes.
So
Superior
I got
Spider-Man.
That's a good series.
So I got started with comics with Superior Spider-Man, and I think that's where my love for comics comes from. Is just that storytelling that's within that book. I was collecting comics before that, but I wasn't serious about it. I was just like, this looks cool. Whatever.
Yeah, just like cool cover.
Yeah, because I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out after Iron Man, all the MCU stuff that was starting out. So like I had some of the stuff because I was a fan of the MCU movies, but never dived into it until Superior Spider-Man, and then from there is what birthed Spider-Verse. Without Superior Spider-Man, we wouldn't have Spider-Verse. And I don't know why we haven't gotten Superior Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse movies, but who am I?
We probably will with Beyond the Spider-Man.
Who knows about Brand New Day? Maybe we might be seeing something in Brand New Day that they're just not telling us right now.
Maybe.
It's potential. It's potential.
Maybe.
And also with comic books, what would you say has been the biggest comic book that has inspired you in a way where you're just like, it doesn't matter how many storylines come out, this was the storyline that got me into comics? Was it just Superior Spider-Man, or was it a specific character that you were like, this is what's going to lock me in?
So the thing with comics that I think a lot of people get the misconception from is it's just superheroes and, cape shit, whatever the, internet says. But those are opinions coming from people I think that don't delve into comics and don't give the comics a chance outside of Marvel and DC.
Yes.
And with that being said, I was a huge fan of the Walking Dead TV show when I was younger, when it first came out. And then I picked up the comic, and that's, I think, the first series that I read it start to finish and was like, comics are the greatest thing on earth, because I was bawling my eyes out at the end of The Walking Dead. And I've read it 3 times over.
Really?
Wow.
3 times over, and every time I cry. So The Walking Dead would be my answer. What about you guys?
For me, it was interesting because when I started really collecting comic books, this was around the time when Guardians 1 came out.
Really?
When it actually was being announced to the world that Guardians was going to exist. Because when that press conference was coming out, I was like, who the hell are the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
half the world had that
I was
reaction.
like, who the hell are these guys? And then they came out with the Prelude comic that talked about the relationship between Gamora and Nebula. About why Nebula is the way she is because they competed against each other. And every time Gamora won, Nebula had to be ripped apart and put back together again. And literally, it was the actual comic describing all of this.
Ooh,
so I was like, oh my God, in full detail. I was like, I'm locked in, let's go. Even with Rocket and with Groot.
Yeah.
Like, their story was so compelling too, because you're just sitting there and you're like, they're not just a raccoon in a tree. It's like, it's so much more.
Exactly.
And I think the other thing that really locked me in with it is when I started reading the Guardians comics, that there was the actual storyline that started coming out with issue 0 and then so on and so forth because of the movie.
Yeah.
And fun fact, in the early issues of that comic book, Gamora sleeps with Iron Man.
Ooh. Spicy!
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Because I read it.
He gets around.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he does.
oh my God, he just slept with Gamora. He just slept with the most dangerous woman in the universe.
Well, they don't call him a playboy for nothing.
Here's the fun.
But that's Tony Stark, man.
That is
That's Tony Stark.
But
It's just like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
It's exactly like Bruce
Exactly,
Wayne. Like
yeah.
you hear Bruce Wayne sleeping with, say, an intergalactic being. Like, of course, it's
True.
Bruce fucking Wayne.
Yeah.
Tony Stark does the exact same thing.
And it was so funny because you see that he's like, you don't want to cuddle? She's like, what did you think this was? she got dressed up and left.
That's
and he talked to
awesome.
Rocket. Rocket's like, dude, why would you think she would cuddle?
Yeah.
Hell nah. Hell no.
I was like,
You gotta-
oh my God. And then you find
But-
out Space Venom, like Venom Knight joins
Yeah.
the
Oh,
team.
yes.
Agent Venom? Oh my
But
God.
I think what makes that Gamora and Tony scene even better is she's probably doing to him what he's done to countless women.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like, for the first time, he's like,
Oh, so that's how it feels.
Yeah. Yeah.
what about you, Seabass?
So, my introduction to comic books started right around 2013. Beforehand, I watched a bunch of comic book movies.
Yeah.
I was already my very first comic book movie was Spider-Man 1 or 2. I don't know which one it was.
We're talking Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi.
Gotcha.
Sam Raimi.
Okay.
So from there, I started like really loving comic book media. So from there, I watched Hulk 2003, and it projected to
With Eric Bana.
with Eric Bana, yes. And then my dad took me to go watch other movies like Spider-Man 3, Ghost Rider, Fantastic Four. He took me to go watch the Avengers on opening night.
Yes.
Yes.
I went with my friends. If I find the photo, I'll put it in the episode. But I have...
If it is there, here it is again.
Here it is! Ah!
It's not all over the screen. We have a photo here, a photo there, a photo here.
It's coming on everywhere.
Let's make it as hard as possible for you to edit this.
It came so hard.
Yeah.
I'm wearing an Iron Man helmet. That's all I was gonna say.
And then zoom in on the Iron Man helmet.
Continuing on, I started watching the animated DC shows. So I
Yes.
watched Batman the Animated Series, Batman the Brave and the Bold,
Yeah.
Batman Beyond. I watched Teen Titans, which is still my
Peak.
favorite. My favorite.
The original, always.
Yes.
Always.
I don't know what they were planning on doing with Teen Titans Go, but it's nothing.
No. How about this? Teen Titans Go.
The fuck out of here.
Go. Please.
You guys don't like Teen Titans Go?
I respected the original show so much that I don't think I would go back to that kind of animation when it was so serious. You were literally locked in every week, every episode, and I was like, okay, I want more. I want more. Even Young Justice was really good.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Personally.
I'm so convinced that the Robin that we got in Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans, it's the same Robin that we got from the Batman, the 2004 animated series.
Yeah.
It's the exact same Robin.
Oh my God.
You cannot convince me enough that it's not, because their heroes in the Batman series was scuffed. They were scuffed. Everybody knew how to throw hands, even the Penguin.
Yeah.
Even the Penguin. He knew how to do fucking splits and shit.
He was still really getting it every time.
But my first exposure to comic books was in middle school, like right after the announcement of Guardians 1. It was right after the trailer came.
Wow, that's crazy.
It came after the very first trailer came out, because Guardians 1 came out in 2014. One of my best friends from middle school, Jonathan, he gave me a comic book called Batman No Man's Land.
Okay.
Which
I know about it. I haven't read it though. But I've heard
the premise of the story is the villains of Gotham City go escape Arkham Asylum and take over Gotham. Basically,
kind of like Arkham
City
or
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight. It is the Arkham Knight series.
Yeah.
Yes. But that was really when he started introducing me to the characters of Batman and the Batman family. He introduced me to Injustice as well. That's where I started becoming more hooked on with DC than Marvel. Because the thing is, I'm more of a DC guy than I am a Marvel guy. Like, yes, I prefer the Marvel movies over some of the DC movies that we're currently getting, except for the DCU. Like, the Snyderverse movies, not a big fan of them, except for a few. But I still say, when it comes to comic books, DC knocks everything out of the park.
I can definitely argue that DC has some great comic books, but I gotta say Marvel has some great storylines. Like, look back at Fear itself.
Yeah.
The fact that we found out that there isn't just Mjolnir that exists in the 9 realms, and that there's 9 hammers, and that even villains and heroes were getting those mystical weapons. Oh God, it was chaos. I wish they would come out with that movie. Yeah. That movie I'd watch.
Would you say you're more into Marvel than DC?
See, for me, that's hard to say, because I love both Marvel and DC, and for their own different reasons. Like, everything in the Infinity Saga, of course, there were some movies that kind of were a hit and miss. Yeah. But I love the Infinity Saga.
Oh, it was peak.
But then when you look at DC's cartoons, and DC's cartoons were pretty damn fire.
You can make a credible argument that DC's animation beats out Marvel's animation.
Yes, I feel like because there's a lot more DC animation.
There was a
lot more effort into the DC.
There's more world building. I think the only series I can say could be a contender for one of Marvel's peak is Avengers Earth's Mightiest.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree. That was a good show. I would probably say
that was a good show. It's up there as one of the best.
I also think that Spider-Man, X-Men, Hulk, Iron Man, all of them are great cartoons.
And you did mention that, your love for comic books kind of started with Spider-Man, and we all know that Spider-Man is fundamentally one of the greatest superheroes in just comic book media in general.
Yeah.
I would probably say he's up there with Superman.
Maybe not the best well written, but
that's true.
I feel like a lot of
different story.
When it's Spider-Man.
When it comes,
he's
super relatable.
With the relatability. Would you put him up in, say, your top 5 of superheroes?
Before you answer that, I have a better idea. Mount Rushmore for comics.
Comic characters?
Your comic characters. Top
strictly Marvel,
4.
DC, or any?
You can
It
go
could be any.
comic characters in general.
Ooh. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Superman's up there.
Yeah,
obviously.
has to be.
Superman.
Okay.
Batman is up there.
Yes.
Just and
The
you know,
world's finest.
the
the
thing
world's
is,
finest.
with Batman is it's not only just because of his, you know, how old he is and all this stuff. It's I mean, even today with the absolute Batman, you know,
Yeah.
you have absolute.
Oh my
God.
God, Mr. Big Boy.
Yeah, and Batman has taken us through all these different generations and has still stuck and has still been just kicking ass in the comic book like realm. And like New 52 Batman, I thought was really good.
In my opinion, that's one of my favorite runs of any Batman.
Yeah, and
I love Scott Snyder's run.
Yeah.
As it for the Batman series when it came to introducing Year Zero. Zero Year actually, and then it goes into Endgame, which is fantastic. The build-up from 0 Year to Endgame was definitely top-notch.
Yeah.
And then you get straight to the Dark Multiverse, which is very convoluted, but it was interesting to see this new perspective of this multiverse where anything bad that could have happened.
So you
does
read Dark
happen.
Multiverse?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Finally, somebody else who has read Dark Multiverse. Where the fuck are those characters been?
I don't know.
They could have made a whole team of those guys.
They could have.
You had Lois Lane.
Yes.
Lois Lane taking the powers from
Superman.
From Superman,
You
from
have-
the
you
Eradicator,
have
because
Sinnet-
Superman
Yes.
fucking got killed by Doomsday.
Yeah,
and not only that, Superman comes back to life and sees what Lois has done, because
Yes.
Lois has just killed all of these villains in
Yes.
Gotham, Metropolis,
Yeah.
fucking Coast City, whatever the hell is
And
out
not
there.
just-
And Superman is just like, what are you doing with your
Yes.
life? Like, he was crying and he just kills himself.
And then you also had Sinestro. You had Sinestro who was double wielding the life and the death Lantern Corps,
Yes.
which is honestly probably my favorite short
My
dark.
mind is being
Yeah,
blown.
it was-
I have the whole trade.
Yeah, it was
The whole collection.
It was my personal favorite.
I'm probably gonna.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably knowing what I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to start reading.
There
soon.
are 2 volumes of it. There's volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 1 includes Nightfall. It includes Death of Superman. It includes the Judas Contract. Then it includes Blackest Night, which still
Oh, that literally is one of my
Yes.
favorite series
Yeah.
of all
yep,
time.
and Infinite Crisis.
Yes, yeah. I love Nightfall and the Superman one.
Yes, Blackest Night to me was my personal favorite.
Okay.
Same with That's a Superman, but from Volume 2, I would say Flashpoint was a very interesting one.
Volume 2.
Because
Volume 2
that
doesn't
one-
stick with me as much as Volume
'Cause,
1 does, but I read Volume 2.
Yeah,
I can't tell you what. Go ahead and refresh me. Sorry.
Because with that one, it's instead of Barry Allen, it's Reverse Flash going to the Flashpoint universe.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yes, and then there's Crisis on Infinite Earths, which takes place after the events of the series, and then I think it was Surtur who takes over Earth Prime, and
shit.
the Justice Society of America tried to
That's
face off against them, and they all
right.
get killed.
Yeah,
and
because
so
of the Justice Society of America.
and so
like, they're
my
lame.
and one of my favorite
They're losers.
one of my favorite designs in the Dark Multiverse was Alan Scott becoming the Dread Lantern.
Yes.
And
yes.
that was such a sick concept.
Love Alan Scott.
Mhm.
Alan Scott, I think, is my favorite from that, collective of heroes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, you got to
God.
read Dark.
You have to read Dark.
Oh my
Because
God.
so with the collection I'm getting off topic, but this will be quick. The collection of Dark Multiverse, it comes with the Dark Multiverse book.
Yes.
And then when you flip it and finish that,
Mhm.
it has the original book that
Yep.
it's trying to,
Wow.
what if itself. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
basically What If.
Yeah, DC's What If.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is something I definitely have.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But before we completely get off.
Yeah,
topic
you'll have to
Yeah.
fucking
No,
put
no. Do
put
not
this
worry.
spot somewhere
Do
else.
not worry. We are enjoying conversation.
Yes, we are.
folks.
Yes, we
So
are.
real quick, your Mount Rushmore
Yeah.
of comic books.
Batman, Superman. Superman is on there just because I think he has every trait that you want from a superhero. He is just that perfect superhero, and I will glaze Superman till the fucking ends of the earth because without him, we probably wouldn't have as many heroes as we have today.
Agreed.
True.
And and then Wonder Woman, you got to have the Trinity, the DC Trinity. They are
no
so integral to superheroes and comic books, and there's nothing that will convince me that you cannot have those three on Mount
Wonder
Rushmore.
Woman, especially because she was the foundation for a lot of female comic book readers.
Yeah.
Coming into the scene, and not only that, it's also the foundation of, hey, we have a powerful being that isn't heavily reliant on a male individual.
Yeah.
Which is very important, especially in a time like the 30s.
Yeah.
Where it was very taboo.
Yep.
It was a big deal.
And you know, this, I don't know if you guys probably know about this, but it's the BDSM angle.
Yes.
The guy who created it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so I think that was also really taboo, and I'd be very curious to go back and read those Wonder Woman issues. But yeah, so that's 3.
Yes.
So one more.
One more. Now I'm even more curious.
Wow. So any comic book characters now?
Yeah, you really could.
I already said it. I already said what my favorite comic book series was, and it got me into comics. It's got to be Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes would probably be on that.
All right.
Just because it's that level of trying so hard not to lose your sanity in a world where everybody wants to fucking eat you.
Yeah, that is really true.
And all the stuff that Rick went through, and just his character was just growing constantly throughout that book, throughout that series. I cannot put him up there, especially because, you know, I got to put somebody up there from the indie scene. And sorry, Marvel. I think Daredevil would be a close fifth, but yeah, sorry, Marvel. I'm a huge DC fan, even though with the X-Men. Yeah. But okay, now your guys' turns.
Oh, okay, all right. So if we really want to go there, Deadpool, Moon Knight, Spawn,
The
Mask.
The Mask is good. I have not read it.
Because it's crazy. Like, long time ago, I kind of got it. I always go through my phases of like stuff that I really like. So sometimes I went through The Mask. So I was like, okay, I was just kind of looking up research on The Mask. And oh my God, if they would have made it the way the comic books were, wow, it would have been a completely different movie.
I think today is the best day and age to maybe make it comic accurate.
So,
you know?
So Time Warner, if I'm not mistaken, Warner Brothers, guys, do us a solid. Do us a rated R Mask movie.
Yeah.
With violence, with craziness, and most of all, the wackiness.
Oh,
it has to be there.
It
has to be there.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Agreed. I've seen panels, I've seen pages, I just haven't read, sat down and read it.
Yeah, like for instance, okay, one difference that was in the movie, right? So when you watch the movie, you see how Stanley has to go take his car to the auto body shop, right? And these guys are trying to rip him off, basically. In the movie, you see that in the morning, the cops show up, the paramedics show up, and these guys have mufflers stuck up their butts. Hold on to your love nuts! It's time for an overhaul! Right?
Yes. And that's an all-time call for me.
You see them on a stretcher, and they have mufflers stuck up their ass. Yeah. Okay? Now, when you read the comic book strip,
I read it.
They shove it down their throats, and literally it's just stuck right here. And the hole is through their mouth. If that would have made the original cut of the film, oh my God, that would have changed the whole
That's
vibe.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But man, Warner Brothers, please do this for us.
Do it.
Please.
I'll play Stanley. Come on.
Stanley, hey, come on now.
Yeah, cast me a Stanley.
Smoking!
Yeah.
Smoking!
Yeah.
Tommy gun!
A Tommy gun!
Oh, sorry,
I could be a superhero!
Okay, now Seabass. What
Mount
is your
Rushmore.
Mount
Rushmore? Shit. That's a tricky one. That really is. I'm going to take a different play. I'm going to implement from each well-known comic book company.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah.
From DC, and my Rushmore, it would 100% be Superman.
Yeah.
Superman has to be up there.
Takes
From
it.
Marvel, It has to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
In terms of relatability, in terms of dissecting a character that is so beloved by the community, but also realizing how much he struggles through and how much he perseveres through it. It just shows how important Spider-Man is to people.
Exactly.
If I had to pick image, Invincible.
Okay.
I would say Invincible is up there.
Okay.
As
all right.
It's a great.
So you would put Invincible above Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what it has to do with is Invincible. Time and time again, he's gone through so much within the comic book series, and I'm not talking about TV series.
No, you're talking about the actual comics.
Yeah, because throughout the comic book series, he's basically questioning how he has to handle things as a superhero.
Yeah.
And once you get to the Invincible War, he realizes, no, being a hero is bullshit. You have to take risks. And that's when he doesn't take risks anymore. He doesn't ask for permission. He kind of learns that...
Learn by doing. Learn by mistakes, and by then he becomes a better version of himself. Because if you remember in the final issue, he takes the step of his father by leading the Viltrumites, but he leads them to a way where they're not invading planets, they're helping planets.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers.
Huge spoiler.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely huge spoilers.
Spoiler!
But again, I think it all has to do with everything that he's been through, but also he has his brother, he has Adam Eve, he has his mom, he has his dad who now joined the light side and basically tells him, hey, listen, I know I messed up and I know that I'm trying to do my best, but whatever you're trying to do, you gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta focus on, you can't hold back anymore. And I like that. I like that dissection of a superhero that you think would be exactly like Superman, but he's not. He's very flawed.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Explanation.
My fourth,
Final one. Let's see.
The Ninja Turtles. I have to pick
Interesting pick.
All four of them. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's accurate. Yeah, that's a really good pick.
Because we also have the Last Ronin right now.
You do have the Last Ronin. That was probably one of my favorite TMNT storylines out there. It's a really solid story.
It's really sad.
Yeah, because it's
very sad.
First book is good.
First book is really good.
Damn,
the spinoff.
He goes, first book is good.
See, like
implying that it's just the first book.
I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I have a whole rant.
I think when it comes to a comic book characters that have really taken an influence on its own and basically be able to be recognized by not just adults but also children to this day, I think
100%.
They have a very long-lasting impact, especially with the very first movie they had, which was one of the most successful independent movies of the 90s. Let's not forget that. It was
Go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go.
And then you get to the 2000s when they had another monster hit with the 2003 series, and then you had the 2007 animated movie, which is one of my favorite animated movies. And then they're having another huge impact with Mutant Mayhem that just came out.
Honestly, I have to be real. When that movie first came out, I was very questionable about the animation style, and I was like, I don't know, is this really gonna hold up? But then when you watch the whole thing, I was with my brother in the theater crying because I was like, damn,
I haven't seen it yet.
This reminds me of like I need to be closer with my family and my brothers because like they went through some of the hardest things, especially growing up in New York as mutants. And I was like, me and my brothers, we always used to pick who our favorite was. I would always be Raph. My brother would be Donnie. And then my little brother would be Mikey.
Hell yeah.
And it's hard to pick which one is the best because they all have their flaws.
Raphael.
Raphael would definitely be.
That's not a hard pick. Not a hard pick for me.
Yes,
I think
Nothing beats the
I
where he holds the size like this.
I think
God!
what made me become more of a fan of Ralph was that fight that he had with Leonardo in the 2007 movie.
Yeah, on the rooftop.
He had,
that was so
He had every right to be mad at his brother for leaving, for leaving them to do their own thing and not having a leader. Because Raph was too hot-headed to be a leader. Michelangelo was too much of that dim-witted young brother to really hold on the mantle.
He is smart but too immature.
And then
too immature.
And then you had Donatello, who's right in the middle. So,
yeah, like Donnie is more of like, I'm here for your tech support, but I'm not here to lead the entire team.
So yeah, I would
be straight real.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my Mount.
I got the brains to do it, but I don't want to.
I don't want to. Yeah, so that's my Mount Rushmore. It's Superman, Spider-Man, Invincible, and the Ninja Turtles.
That's good. That's a good. I think those are great.
Yeah, those are great picks.
Those are great picks. But yeah, I think going back to Last Ronin, you know, the new game coming out, I just hate that it ends with new turtles, like brand new turtles. Like, why does it have to be turtles? Why couldn't it be like other animals, like like Teenage Mutant Ninja Animals or something?
You could have done like an offspring of Bebop and Rocksteady, but instead of them being villains,
what if it was a more revamped version of like, who remembers Sly Cooper?
Yeah.
Remember Sly Cooper?
Yes.
What if it was like characters like Sly Cooper that had a little like darker telling to them? That would be pretty cool too. I would have really enjoyed that.
And I think people would have rather read that than just, oh, these are just new turtles.
Yeah, it
like, that's like, come on, man.
We don't necessarily need new turtles every time.
No.
New generation. Instead, just have a new generation of mutants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that would work.
Because they did explore that mutant mayhem.
Yes,
they did. And I know they explored a lot of it in the 2012 TMNT show.
Yes, true.
So yeah, having a spin-off series that takes place within the events of the Last Ronin, but focused on mutant animals instead of just the turtles would be such an interesting approach.
What if each one of them, like, let's say, just really fast, what if it was a storyline that the turtles were all retiring? They can't hold their own anymore. They've been doing it for so long.
They're no longer teenagers.
Yes. Like, what if
senior mutant?
Yeah, senior. Yes.
I'm gonna come at on my hip.
IDW, make that an April Fool's book, please.
It's like, Robot Chicken.
Yes.
Senior Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
All of the turtles met other mutant animals that they became very close confidants with, almost like the turtles became their mentors.
Yeah.
And then they became the new team.
Yeah.
And at the end, Michelangelo dies from trying to attempt doing another shred on the skateboard.
That would be a funny ending.
Yes.
That would be a funny ending.
That's hilarious.
So guys,
that's perfect.
Put it in the comments.
IDW, publish it. Publish a Senior Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Because I know they did it.
We'll write it.
Please.
Because correct me if I'm wrong. The Absolute Batman universe did an April Fool's one shot comic of Kahneman King.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they also did a April Fool's book for Harley Quinn.
Sounds about right.
Did you guys know about that?
No. I haven't read it. No.
Oh, it's called Harley Quinn's Fartacular book.
Oh, yes, I've heard about it.
And it comes in a little poly bag because the book smells like fart.
Oh my God!
Okay,
I'm not kidding.
That's crazy.
Okay, when I heard about that, I'm like, there's no fucking way it's real. And then I heard that it's going to be released in, what was it, 2024 or was it last year?
This year.
This year?
It was released this year, I think.
Fuck, it is real.
I think it was released this year, April 1st. I mean, it would be cool. Open it on the channel.
No.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No. Hell no.
Put this in the comments.
Yes.
We are not doing
Would you
it.
like a comment?
No. We need to get a certain amount of likes.
On Harley Quinn's Fartacular book.
Yeah, if we get What? How many likes do you guys usually get on videos?
Let's aim
20 likes.
for 20 likes.
Yes.
That's too low. That's too low.
All right.
Ooh,
50 likes. 50
No.
likes.
150.
Whoa!
Listen, we're gonna smell fart. All right, we're not gonna be.
Well,
I mean,
you know what? Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need any likes now.
One more.
We don't need any likes.
Dude, I can smell your Chick-fil-A, dude.
Grab a comic.
Oh my!
And sell it to people.
Yeah.
Okay. We've had some really cool laughs.
Yes.
We'd have some great conversations. Now, there is one topic that we haven't touched on yet,
Oh,
especially with you.
Oh no.
I think you know it's coming.
Yeah.
But
Nobody's gonna like this. Nobody's gonna. But let's do it. Let's do it.
all right, guys. I mean, you have the DoyledIn Podcast. What do we all talk about, guys? We all talk about wrestling.
Wrestling.
So,
Wrestling.
what got you into wrestling?
That's a great question. Great question. So DoyledIn Podcast. I host a podcast with me and my dad, and we've been on hiatus for a little bit just because life's been busy, but we talk about the current state of WWE, specifically Raw and PLEs. He used to write for WWE, WWF at the time, for a year. He was working with the company during WrestleMania 17, and he had the honor of writing a match there. And it was the triple threat match between Big Show, Kane, and Raven.
Yes, that's amazing.
Whoa!
Yes.
Okay, so
He had a hand in writing that.
yeah,
so.
from your perspective, because I'm pretty sure your dad's talked to you about that. Talk to us about the moment of Raven almost crashing into the power outlet and almost causing the power at WrestleMania 17 to go off and basically have to cancel the show.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, my dad hasn't talked to me about that.
Really? Wow.
So I will have to ask him, and I will have to follow up with you guys on
that
this.
was a big...
As he comes back again for another episode.
If you guys like me.
Please,
Yes.
office guy.
Yes.
But then they're going to be, this guy sucks, bro. This guy needs to take a shower.
Come on, I'm the one who's farting everywhere. What are you talking about?
Bro looks like Nikki from Obsessed.
No, don't do that.
Oh, your damn arm.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah.
So yes.
So I got into wrestling because my dad was a super fan. He used to watch wrestling with his mom, and he had a really good relationship with his mom and wrestling, and also his sisters and all that stuff. And so he loved Bret the Hitman Hart. That's his favorite wrestler of all time. Like he will die on that hill saying that is the best wrestler of all time.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
You got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is the real question I want to ask you. What is your opinion on WWE right now? What is your current opinion on WWE?
I could tell that expression.
Right.
You're... Can't wait to hear the tangent.
So I haven't watched Raw for a couple weeks now. I went to my local comic book store and the owner was watching Raw, and this week's Raw, and it was a segment with Javon Evans who was cutting a promo, and then the Vision comes out with Logan Paul and Austin Theory. All right, come out, and they want Javon Evans to join the Vision.
That was yesterday. That happened
Yeah.
on last
And
night's Monday Night Raw.
wow.
So I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh shit, how cool would that be? Javon Evans going with the Vision. Because what else are they doing with Javon Evans other than the young OG, and he has 6'7"? Like what is going on here?
Yeah, I want them to do more with you.
Because he's a phenomenal wrestler.
Yes.
Phenomenal wrestler.
Spectacular.
Just like most wrestlers on the roster, in my opinion. But instead, he doesn't join them. And he's just like, no, I'm okay. It's like, so first of all, on a writer's perspective, we created the Vision, started as the Empire, with Seth Rollins coming out. Oh, this is my empire. Da, 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 da. And I was like, all right, that's a cool name. And then it goes to the division, whatever. And you have Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
And then,
good lineup with Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
and all of that was such a good team, such a good team. Well, then Seth Rollins out for some reason because he wasn't actually
injured.
Then Braun Breaker pulls a hernia from just flipping a table over.
Yep.
And then Bronson Reed gets injured for I don't remember why.
He broke his foot, right?
Yeah. And then now Logan Paul is injured. So we only have Austin Theory on the Vision.
Yeah.
So at that point, let's throw something into the mix. This is the perfect time to take a risk. This is the perfect time to have that risk.
Even try to play the cat and mouse game a little more.
Yeah.
Actually show that maybe Javon Evans might do it, but then doesn't do it.
Exactly.
Actually, you know what?
Exactly.
I actually would like to see this approach instead of Javon Evans is Angelo Dawkins.
Anybody.
Because
that's true.
Because I know you haven't watched a lot of WWE within the time. But
I'm sorry.
Since you have, I'll explain it to you. Remember, you have Seth Rollins and Montez Ford forming this kind of tag team, this kind of coalition, and the only other person that's been out of the picture is Angelo Dawkins. It would be a far more interesting perspective to see Angelo Dawkins basically be coerced into joining the Vision, turning heel. You start a singles run for the both of them and see where it goes.
That would be an interesting way to do it.
You spend a little too much time with, I was about to say Private Party, but that they're in AEW. But with the Street Profits, you spend a little too much time with the Street Profits as a tag team. I think Montez needs to go find his footing as a single star, same with Angelo Dawkins, and see how both of them do in different settings, in different storylines.
Yeah, give him a shot and see what happens. And really quick, Sebastian, we have seen what's been going on with WWE.
Yes.
We agree that we don't even like the product.
We don't.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna quickly answer your question. So you continue.
Yes, sir.
I think WWE is shit right now.
Yeah.
All right. So that's.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
they're not taking risks.
They're not.
Yes,
they're playing it safe.
They're thinking that this is theater. We must be over dramatic. We must be all about the storyline. But we don't give a fuck.
But
honestly,
also you're doing things backward when you're bringing back the bloodline when you shouldn't be.
It's like they're trying to recapture what they were having in 22, 23.
Because now
they were having a hot run during that time.
Because now you have Rowan back as the top star in the company. You have him as the top champion of Monday Night Raw. You have the Usos back as a tag team, and then you have another enforcer, another solo, and Jacob Fatu. But the difference is that Jacob is actually captivating. He can cut promos. He's an actual. He works well in the. He's a great ring work. But the thing is, he is injury prone.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with that the over the moonsault that he does. Ridiculous.
He is very injury prone, and that's the biggest take I have with that. Because yes, you should be taking risks when it comes to wrestling, but when you're getting injured left and right every single week,
it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's time to stop taking the risks.
Yeah.
Now, as we've been seeing what WWE's been doing, there is a question now that comes to mind. Have you watched AEW before?
No, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Fine. That's totally fine.
Sebastian off camera, last week suggested me, and I've just been so busy. That
is completely fine.
Yeah.
So now, you know what? Perfect, because I have even more pay-per-views for you to watch.
so
more homework.
Let's do it like this. I want you to tell him the three pay-per-views or matches or even moments that you would want him to see that would latch him onto AEW.
Okay, so if I had to pick a pay-per-view, I already gave you three. I'm going to give you one more. I'm going to give you Double or Nothing 2026. It is the best pay-per-view of this entire year.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree. I think it was one of the biggest. It was one of the most impactful.
Yeah.
And on top of that, even though we went to Revolution this year, it blew it out of the water.
Oh, way out of the water.
Blew it out of the water.
A moment. Ooh.
Yeah, you could do pay-per-view, moment, match,
I think
rivalry.
I think one of the best moments to come out of AEW and I still say it, whether you love him, whether you fucking hate him, CM Punk joining AEW at AEW Rampage The Last Dance was an all-time moment because the pop that he got massive.
Really?
Because here's the thing, around that time
they didn't know he was coming out.
No one knew.
But did they play his music?
Yes,
Wow.
he came out. Well, here's the thing. I think it was the Dynamite or the Rampage beforehand. Darby Allin, who is one of the top stars in the company right now, he was promoting the event, The Last Dance, and he was talking about, calling out a challenge for the best in the world. Now, people immediately, when they heard the best in the world, were like, "Oh shit, is that CM Punk?" Because it was around the time that people didn't know if CM Punk was going to come back to wrestling to sign with AEW. Mm-hmm. So when tickets came out in Chicago, sold out within like 30 minutes, 10 minutes actually. So the event. So there was no promotion of CM Punk. It was all a rumor, and the event sold out. The night that the event happened, CM Punk came out.
Oh my god!
And the roof blew up. And we were talking about Pimpinela Escarlata in the Grande Americano versus Grande Americano match.
Mascara match.
That pop was even
fantastic match, by the way.
Fantastic match. One of the match of the year contenders for sure.
It will be the match of the year.
Yeah, I think it was.
There's nothing beating that.
CM Punk coming back to wrestling was one of the biggest solidifications for AEW. They had so many great talents around that time, but having CM Punk just establish that yes, people are going to have eyes on the product. They are going to watch AEW now because CM Punk is, and there's going to be a lot of wrestling fans that toned off of WWE and wrestling in general because CM Punk left. So that's my second recommendation to watch.
What's the third?
Yeah.
Final one.
Oh, man, I would say Cody versus Dustin. Double or Nothing 2019.
Okay.
That was a bloody match.
Is there a single wrestler that you would want me to watch highlights
MJF.
of? MJF?
Yes. Okay, so really quick.
Promos and matches.
Yes.
Together.
So, well, you've said your three, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start this off with a fresh one. Mm-hmm. There is a documentary that somebody made on YouTube.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's called Better Than You. It's literally taking the rivalry of MJF and CM Punk and turning it into a documentary.
Whoa!
And it is so good. Literally, that's what got me into AEW.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Was literally that rivalry. And I was like, oh my god, this was beautiful. They had the dog collar match. They had the unforgettable promos. Literally about how MJF was saying that CM Punk was his idol, was his guy, and then he didn't show up to a meet and greet, and it made him hate him. It made him hate CM Punk to be better than him.
That's so good.
And that's why MJF, he says he's better than you,
and you know it.
So MJF, CM Punk, better than you.
Okay.
The second thing I will mention is the four pillar storyline. It was Darby Allin, MJF, Sammy Guevara, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. All four of them, super talented superstars. Mm-hmm. But all three of these guys were going after MJF for the title. And the unforgettable promo that they had in the ring with all of them saying, I want a title match. Whoa. Literally like that at the exact same time. I'm like, oh man. And when you hear them all exchanging words, you're like, please give me this. Mm-hmm. This is exactly what I want.
Okay.
And the third being Full Gear 2022
or 2023.
It's 22, isn't it, or 23? When they were at the Kia Forum.
Oh, 2023.
2023. Full Gear 2023. That was the very first wrestling pay-per-view I've ever seen live in person.
That's cool.
Yes, and I went with Liam O'Hara, if you guys know him. Mm-hmm. He's got an interview on our show in one of our previous episodes.
Check it out.
Check it out. And he took me to that event, and I got to see Samoa Joe fight MJF. I got to see Sting, Edge, and Darby. Mm-hmm. That was Sting's last match in California. His very last match was a trios match.
No
and
way.
It was unforgettable.
Wow.
Unforgettable.
Wow.
And of course, you have the MJF Jay White. Jay White, right?
Yes.
Yes. Literally, that main event, amazing. You literally see MJF. He looked like he's playing a work. Then he gets injured, and then he comes back at the very end. I'm like, oh man.
And what's so fun about watching AEW is it's a different product. It's everything that you want in what WWE is failing to do. It does have their stories. Sometimes it's not as good as WWE. Just depends on what it is about. You have your pay-per-view, which are better than WWE's pay-per-views.
Yes.
And then you have some of the best in-ring talents in AEW.
True.
You do.
And even though we've said it on the show before that AEW focuses more on their in-ring action than their storytelling, and then WWE is kind of the reverse to that because they focus way too much on their storytelling and not enough on their in-ring action.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, so when it comes down to AEW, yes, it's a different product, but it is something that I have definitely come to enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been such an amazing ride watching AEW, seeing where the rises and falls are going.
Not to mention, this year we're gonna go to our second AEW pay-per-view. We're going to Forbidden Door in San Jose.
Oh shit!
Yes, we're gonna be seeing AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Stardom.
Are tickets still for sale?
Yes, there are still tickets out there, and way more affordable than WWE.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Well, how much? How much is it?
We paid our each ticket that we got was like $130.
Okay,
and that's bad.
That's
like $260.
Yeah,
$260 for like the whole thing. Whereas literally WrestleMania, if you wanted to get midsection level seats, $6,000.
Sounds about right.
$6,000.
What the fuck are we doing?
That is literally a payment on a house or a car.
Yeah.
And yet
straight up.
Yet they make a lot of money.
Maybe I might go with you guys then. Where is it?
It's gonna be in San Jose.
Yeah, maybe I might go.
Oh my god, dude! This guy ends up going.
200 likes. 200 likes.
You know what? 300 likes.
Yeah, 300 likes. 300 likes, and I'll go with them.
Please. That's gonna be a really fun show.
If I go, I will probably not watch AEW until then.
Really?
Because
as his first ever experience.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Especially because Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland for the main event of the Owen Hart Cup.
Yeah.
Literally, they all get to win a title.
Oh.
So that's the Women's Owen Hart Cup championship belt.
Okay.
And then Adam Cole has one.
Yes.
Adam Cole has one as well.
It's a different stipulation because with the winner of the Owen Hart Cup, when they win, they get a automatic AEW World Championship spot, opportunity, and London for their summer pay-per-view All In.
It's basically like their WrestleMania.
It's
WrestleMania has literally been in Wembley Stadium.
Put it like this. It's exactly like King of the Ring, where the winner of King of the Ring will go over to SummerSlam and face the champion of their choosing.
For the main event.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. So if you end up coming with this,
I might just have to buy the tickets right after we film.
Oh man, dude!
Because how cool would that be? How cool would that be?
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Okay, guys. Now
got a little off topic, but it's all right.
No.
Yeah.
We are perfectly fine. There is now one last topic that I would like to obsess on.
Okay.
I think you guys know where this is going. Yeah. If you remember last episode, obsession.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish to talk about obsession.
All right, guys.
Obsession is so good. It's such a good movie. I really love Obsession.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Obsession, which was directed, produced, and edited by Curry Barker, who is a YouTuber who previously directed Milk and
Cereal.
Yes, Milk and Cereal. The premise is a very simple one. It's a wish gone wrong.
Yes.
Where the main character of the movie, Bear, wishes that his love interest, Nikki Freeman, loves him more
just
than
realized the last
else.
name.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I just realized.
That just hit me. Okay, sorry, continue.
It's basically just a careful what you wish for film. And This movie was just creepy as fuck. It was uncanny.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
guys, I have to say it like this. Even though this movie was mentally traumatizing, I would have to say that this is one of the best movies I have seen in a long time. Like for instance, we were watching it in the theater together, and we were still in the theater. The movie just ended, and Sebastian's sulking in the moment. He's like, this is a movie I'm going to put on my top 10. I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here, please.
Yes.
I was scared out of my mind. I was like, dude, I need to go. I was mentally like, literally, I texted my girlfriend afterwards, like, listen, I am mentally traumatized and I need to hear a friendly voice, please.
Yeah.
I literally had to call her afterwards, like, I am not going to be able to go to sleep unless I see something happy right now. You know what I mean? Like, one of those other movies that did that to me was Hills Have Eyes.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, man.
It's
messed up movie.
Yeah.
Well,
I probably won't see it because I kind of know what happens.
Yeah,
that's not
you
my
don't
kind
have
of,
to.
Yeah, that's not my kind of stuff.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for if you're going to watch something like that.
What's amazing about this movie is that there's no ethereal being. There's no demonic possession. There's no,
in a way, there is.
I mean, there
arguably,
yes, but it's not an actual demon. It's more of a wish that
it's very.
I
think as. Sorry, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt. Sorry, my bad.
The true horror of it is that this happens to anybody in a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's so scary about it is how someone as small as Nikki, she's probably like around the same height as I am. She's that powerful enough to basically take control of someone and basically demand them everything that they want to.
Yes.
Yeah. But because if you really think about it, when you look at the movie more often, Bear really is the villain of the movie.
100%.
He's the villain of the movie because it's his obsession for wanting that love from Nikki that really causes him to make that wish. Yeah. And it's his inability to let go of Nikki's love and an affection for the real thing. So really, because of Bear, everything that happens throughout the events of the movie is his fault. And it's his inability to take fault through it.
True. And for him to even just be brave enough to say something to her.
And before we go forward, we just gotta say, we are gonna go into spoiler territory.
Yes, because if you have not seen this movie, do not watch this part of the video.
Pause the video.
Pause it.
Watch the movie.
It. Get your reservation. Get your popcorn.
I've seen it 4 times. 4 times.
Oh, man.
All right.
I've seen it 4 times. Go watch it.
Oh, no, don't do that!
You watched it? Cool. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Sarah's fucking death!
Yes!
That was a gut punch, dude.
Oh my god.
As soon as Nikki runs into the glass, bah, 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 on a brick. Oh my god. And we find out that she was accepted into college right after. It hits.
Thinking about it now is bringing those feelings back. I'm just like,
and not just that, but also hearing Wish Nikki say, "It's okay. You wish for this. This was your fault." And I realized, oh my god, she's right.
She is right.
She's right, because throughout the movie, she's trying to be something that she's not. She's trying to understand what she's trying to be.
She's trying to understand what Bear loves.
Yeah.
But she can't understand it because Bear is so obsessive over her, and it's like she doesn't know how to, act how, or it's not that it's the Wish doesn't know how to act how Bear needs her to act.
Yes. Okay. Before we keep going, what is your opinion on Obsession?
Obsession is a really good movie. It's a fantastic movie. I think if you watch it over and over, you're gonna find new things every time you watch it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it 4 times, and I have not been bored. It is not like, it never felt long. It felt like the same movie every time I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
It is scary, and in the worst ways possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, I didn't like Sarah. I thought Sarah was like terrible as a person. I thought she was like, you know, like,
I
think Sarah is the opposite, is the female version of Bear, in the sense that she couldn't be open about her feelings to Bear.
Yeah.
Because you know, if Sarah got that fucking wish, she would have chose Bear.
I think.
Yeah.
You know?
I think the
true.
central 3 characters, with the exception of Nikki, they're all terrible characters.
100%. It's a terrible friend group.
Nikki,
the worst friend group imaginable.
If you really think
they're all
about
fucking
it,
each other.
The only innocent
or wanting to.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Well, even then, Nikki's not that innocent either, because if it wasn't for her trying, because she could have admitted to Bear that, hey, me and Ian were hooking up.
Nah, he had to know. There's
He had
no
to
way
know.
you're in a friend group and you don't know that 2 friends are fucking.
And
Yeah,
also,
true,
going
that's
Bear
true.
had to know. He just was like, it's not happening.
he's
I'm not
defiant.
seeing it.
Yeah, he's
Like-
being,
Yeah.
being
and
kind
also
of a-
naive.
Sarah,
He's being
and
very
also,
naive with that.
Also, Sarah could have told him that earlier on.
Correct.
Like it goes all ways, because Ian, I hated Ian, because throughout the movie you think, oh, you know, he's trying to give Bear advice, he's trying to tell him how to approach it, but when you
He's trying to,
but when you realize that they've been hooking up, you realize now that Ian's been trying to sabotage Bear to try to fuck up his opportunity with Nikki, and I'm like, what an asshole.
Yeah.
True.
When Bear gives Ian the one wish willow, and he tells him, please just make a wish, just reverse the wish.
It confirms.
And
And he goes, I want $1 billion. No!
But if you think about it, he was doing it in spite of Bear saying that when this is all over, you can get back with Nikki.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
I don't think so.
You really don't think so?
I think the symbolism of him breaking it, wishing for $1 billion or whatever, is the fact that he does not care for fucking Bear at all.
No.
He does not care for his well-being. He does not care for.
Yeah,
he's just like, I just want $1 billion.
Yeah.
I get one wish.
Well,
you want me to? So you're my friend. You want me to help you out of this wish that you know, Sarah. I mean, he doesn't know Sarah's dead, but you know, all this stuff has happened at his house too.
Yeah.
And he breaks it for $1 billion.
So here's a question that did spark a bit of like a debate online. Before Bear casted the wish, do you really think that Nikki liked Bear, or do you think it was more of a brotherly love that she shared to Bear? Because I think it's a brotherly love. I don't think that she, in a way, liked them. She looked at them as that sibling that was needed for Bear.
I don't think so. I think she did like him. The only reason I think she did like him is the last thing she says before she leaves the car. She's like, nobody's gonna know if I like them. And then, you know, and that's when I was just like, she likes him. Like, she likes him. And I think with the fact that she did like him, and all it took was
just
him
to say something,
just fucking be honest with her for
yeah.
one fucking minute, dude.
Be brave, yo.
Because
please,
life's short.
You don't have to have red hair to be brave.
Because
it was
it was right after
Brave, the Disney movie.
My fucking bad. Jesus
because
Christ.
It was right.
I'm so sorry.
It was right
feel bad for
after. It was right after Bear called her Freaky Nikki, and was like, "What the fuck? Why would you call me that?" That's when she's like, "Just get it over with. Do you like me? Do you not?" And again, it goes back to
Ian.
Bear,
Ian, because Ian was the one who told him to call her Freaky Nikki.
It's not just that, but again, but it also stands back to Bear's inability to just open up and basically let go of that fear.
Correct.
Because again, if it wasn't for Bear not stepping up and taking the initiative, saying, "Listen, I like you. Let's work something out," because Nikki could have done that too. Nikki would have 100%, worked things out with Bear, even if she was called Freaky Nikki.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't have that opportunity because it was taken away.
Yeah.
That was the sad part too, is that at the end of it, even though they're all at fault, they're all really equally guilty. The least guilty was 100% Nikki.
Yeah.
And because she
100%.
was taking her freedom, her free will.
Yeah.
Nikki Freeman.
Yeah, she's no longer a free man.
And then
Because she's going to get locked up.
And one last thing I had to mention is that call halfway through the movie when Bear calls the customer service for One Wish Willow, and the customer service guide basically said, "You want to talk to Nikki?" And we hear Nikki scream in agony. That was terrifying.
But what makes that scene so good, that call so good, is you have been with Bear without Nikki for such a long time.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, where is this bitch?
Yeah.
And like
you don't know where she's at. She could be anywhere.
There's the scene where they're leaving work and it pans over and you see the bushes and like Bear and Ian are right here. And I'm looking at the bushes. I'm like, that bitch is in those bushes.
Yeah.
She's in those bushes. But she wasn't. Because
there was a scene where Bear is in his house, and behind him was Nikki at the window, and we didn't notice until the shadows started moving.
Yeah, that was scary.
And the thing is that whole scene between Sarah and Bear before her death, I was like, okay, where is she at?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is she? And we don't see her, and we assume it's gonna be a sweet moment. All of a sudden, no, it's not.
And that's just horror in general.
Yeah.
The monster is scarier when you don't fucking know where they're at.
Yeah.
You know?
It's unpredictable because you think, oh, they're here. No, they're somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's more of that waiting game. Like, it's not even anticipation. It's just, okay, we think it's okay. And then all of a sudden, no, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it was and that scene in the car, it's so long. You're looking through the window the whole time. You're like, she's gonna run up and do something. She's gonna run up, you want to talk to Nikki? Oh no, she's coming right now. No, it's just her on the phone. Oh, okay, that's the end of the scene. All right, Barry just goes home. He's gonna open the door, and she's still standing there in her own shit.
Yes.
And it's this beautiful music, like Bear. And I'm just, oh my god. And yeah, that was just so well done. But what made the movie? Two things made the movie. The second time he goes to the shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the obvious trope is it's not going to be there. It was all figment of his imagination.
Yeah.
It never really existed. But no, the movie's
right
like, no, we actually do sell them. Like, these are actual things.
And then the store clerk was like, hey, fuck you, dude. I don't need this attitude. It's too early in the morning. I'm like,
yeah.
The dialogue is
so
good.
here's the thing. There's a little theory going around because the first time he goes into the store, it's a woman.
Yes. And the
second time it's a man. And the man says, well, I already used my wish. Do you think...
Did she turn herself into a man?
Maybe, or because he was very zen.
Yeah.
And the store clerk was very what the fuck, man? Come on. Maybe it was just I want to be a dude and chill, something like that.
Maybe.
And that really just, when I saw that scene, I'm like, this movie's perfect. And then when I saw it a second time, and it gets to the scene where Bear dies and he's on the ground, and I'm like, I don't know, something's a little familiar with this. The colors that he's wearing, how he looks exactly like how he found his cat in that same position. And not only that, it's the curiosity that killed him and his cat, because he didn't know the wish worked.
Oh my god.
He had no idea the wish. He was like, I wish Nikki loved me more than anybody in the world.
Oh my god. Whoa.
So,
dude, that is mind
and so I think, and this is actually, I just thought of this right now because this shit has been bugging me. I've never understood the significance of the cat, of putting the cat in the sandwich and all that shit.
Okay,
so the way I think of it now that I'm saying it is, Nikki is seeing, Wish Nikki is seeing Bear and being like, well, he's kind of acting like how, a cat would act. And I would assume she has the same, as all the memories Nikki has. So I'm assuming Nikki knows exactly who his cat is.
Yeah. Met
the cat, hung out with the cat, whatever. And so it's kind of like she sees the similarities between the two. And so him eating the cat, you are what you eat. Just that sort of thing.
I have a funny feeling.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know.
Put that in the comments, guys, because I'm like,
with the cat, I think it's more of Wish Nikki seeing the love that
he has
Bear
for the cat.
For the cat, because that's real love.
Sure.
And since Wish Nikki doesn't really comprehend what it's like to feel that love, because all her love is going directly to Bear, she's not comprehending that the love that he has for the cat is real. Yeah. So she's trying to find ways to make Bear love her in the wrong ways possible. Yeah. Yeah. And by doing the misunderstanding, she's not really fully comprehending what makes those morally bad.
Do you think it is Wish Nikki trying to love, or trying to learn how to love Bear, or how to get Bear to love her, whatever, or is she the way she is because Bear didn't know what love truly meant when he broke it?
Okay,
because there's no evidence of Bear being in a relationship, so we don't know all that stuff. Yeah. But if Bear's just like, I wish she loved me, I want love, whatever, I love you, you love me, cool.
I think it's a matter of
that sort of thing.
I think it's a matter of Bear really didn't fully understand what love is, because if you think about it throughout the movie, he knows more about Sarah than he does about Nikki. He really does. And you can see that because, he tries to brush off the entire subplot about the dad, Nikki's dad.
Yeah.
Because, Ian goes into extreme detail about, oh, well, we've just find out that Nikki's dad doesn't have cancer, and both Ian and Sarah are like, well, what the fuck? I thought Nikki...
Which is pretty crazy to fucking go and being like, you know what? I'm going to make sure that this guy doesn't have cancer. Yeah. Like, what? Whoa, bro.
And then throughout that, you kind of see, oh, well, now things are okay between Nikki and her dad, without really showing full context and trying to, like, throw that into the side without any acknowledgement. So I think it's his not understanding love from his perspective, because he has that love, but it's more of that obsession that he has with Nikki than his actual love.
Yeah. You said the name of the movie.
I can see
the name of the movie.
I did.
Now, really quick, let's wrap this up with our rating. We're going to do it out of 5. Yes, for Obsession. Yeah. We're going to do it out of 5, and we're going to throw it up on 3. I'm going to throw it up right in front
of 5.
Out of 5. Okay. Out of 5. We're going to throw it for the camera on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Triple 5.
Yeah, it was a 5-star movie.
5 out of 5.
Because just like you
said,
great film. Just like you said, the more that you watch the movie over and over and over again, you notice.
The more you get obsessed.
Well, it's not just that, but it's also the more that you see different things, different details that you didn't notice the first, second, third view.
And some of these details, Curry Barker has come out to say that they were not intentional.
Yeah.
So, like, which is pretty crazy, because if he's going through that, it's not intentional, but like we're able to discuss and talk about certain aspects of this movie as if it were. I mean, he's got talent, bro. He's got talent.
It's also impressive that a YouTuber is taking the film stream, the film cinema by storm, because it's not just him. Kane Parsons, who just directed Backrooms, is also taking up storm. We had Rocka, who directed 2 monster hit horror movies with
terrifying fucking
and
movies.
Bring Her Back, and you have Markiplier, who earlier this year directed Iron Lung. So I think that just shows that when you give these YouTubers the creative freedom to work around what their vision is for a movie, you have cinema, you have original stories that people are gonna go watch. Mm-hmm. Because if we think about it, so far this has been the most successful horror movie of the year.
Successful movie. You could say it's the most successful movie.
Because it's with a budget of $750,000, and it's already
it's 750,000. Yeah, that's right.
750,000, and it's already made over $200 million in the box office. It's one of the biggest successes.
Yeah.
I'd say it's
unheard of.
I think it's around the same as Evil Dead when it came out.
I heard it was the same as Jaws.
Sounds about right.
when Jaws first came out into the theater because it was such a low budget and they made so much money. It was ridiculous.
So have you guys seen Disclosure Day?
No,
I have not.
Don't fucking watch that movie.
I wasn't
Well,
interested.
I guess that's a movie that's not going to be on this show.
Like with this, Disclosure Day, you know, talking about these YouTubers that are coming and making movies, feature-length films and all this stuff that are being shown in theaters, and then you have a veteran as Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
come on, man. Disclosure Day was just so
I had
terrible.
no hype for that movie.
You know what happens in the movie. You know what happens in this movie.
It's basically just aliens.
Yes, you know what happens in this movie. There's nothing, there's no twist, there's no like, oh shit, oh my god, oh what the fuck. It's just like,
okay.
All right.
Aliens.
Awesome. All right, let's go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow. Drew, thank you again for being on this show, bro. Like, such a pleasure. You were such an amazing person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank God you caught my hand. I would have slapped you.
Oh, yeah. That would have been something that might have looked like this.
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
That's the wrong way.
Do it again. Do it again.
Fuck that way.
Ow! You motherfucker.
What are you gonna do? Oh, okay. All right. Now, before we go a little too crazy, let's close out the show. You ready?
Let's do it.
Because it's Culture Kombat. The ring is just the beginning.
Good night, everybody.
Have a wonderful